Hey, so some of those bar chords, those are stubborn mules. But as I said in my last video, I start people out on D major 7, where you lay your pointer finger flat. Across the second fret, you hit you lay it flat on 3 strings, you're going to play 4 strings. You can use finger picking like... Lovely. Major 7. So that's a start for a bar chord. You can take it up 1 fret. You got a G minor. Check this out. I'm going to go D major 7, then up 1 fret to G minor. Check it out. That's kind of cool. That's easy. Just laying your pointer finger flat, which will be, get rid of that compressor, man. So everybody is fighting battles you can't see. Everybody's carrying around grief, trauma, all that stuff. So, you know, guitar to me is kind of a healing thing, and I don't want to come down hard on anybody or give anybody a hard time. I want to make it easy. That's my thing, is I want to show you the easiest way I can figure out. So, but it is going to take daily practice. You're going to have to put in the time. How about... If you wanted to learn Stairway to Heaven, you'd have to start with that same shape at the 5th fret. The problem everybody faces, okay, lay that finger flat, good. But the problem is you got to get your ring finger over on the 4th string, 7th fret. Which you might be able to do, but there's a chance your ring finger is going to tilt over and knock out the 3rd string. So you'll get... That ring finger will mute stuff at the 7th fret. Maybe 2 strings. So what you got to do is really rock that. You got to roll in like that. You can't lay it flat. That ring finger's got to arch. And I use a pencil to say, hey, your finger's got to come in and touch just that 1 string. It can't touch its neighbors. It's only on that 1 string. So the combination of laying your pointer finger flat and curling your ring finger really slows people down. So you might just isolate that ring finger. Can we get 5 strings to ring out? Yeah, sure. Then add the index. So I always say reverse engineer it. Just take it apart, look at the parts, see what we got, and reassemble. So again, we've got this side plus that side. And let's say, what I look for is, does the shape look right? Is the fingering good? If the shape is all gacked up, I'm like, that's not going to work. So even if it sounds horrible, if it looks right, I think it will get there. So and let's say you don't get any good, it sounds terrible. All right, I expected that. So you're going to practice that for 1 day, and then just a little bit, then move on to your scales, your riffs, your chords, whatever. But come back to it the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Give it a week, give it 2 weeks, give it a month. Who knows? Maybe it'll take 6 months. I don't know. Everybody's unique, yet these problems are the same for everybody. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but you will get it. There's an example of a bar chord. That's not the full-on, really, you don't, often these giant bar chords are kind of rare. You're not usually hitting the full chord. Often it's just, 3 or 4 strings of that full chord. So you might, as far as a good beginning or a good bar chord to work on is the A bar chord, like I just played. That's your old 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. Excuse me. So with that, you could just do, let's say you're just struggling horribly. Again, let's just push all that mental stuff away. Just go, clear your mind and come in and just get that root note. Often my students are thinking of like, what's next? Or I can't do it, or I'm failing. They kind of panic. But again, let's just slow down, come back, and hit that A note. That is powerful. That A note is the root note. That's the big foundation of that chord. So to disregard that, I think, is really missing the whole point. And you're like, yeah, okay, I know the A. Come on, speed it up. I'm like, I'm not going to speed it up. Find that A and then maybe build a power chord, which is pretty important. You gotta know your power chords, man. That's people often kind of overlook the power chords. So that's really important. You've got 2 out of 6 strings under control, or do you? I hope you do. So these are questions you have to ask yourself. After that, of course, we're going to add the pinky. That's a 3-note power chord. A, E, A. 5, 7, 7. Index, ring, pinky. A lot of times guys will want to lay their ring finger flat. I'm like, yeah, I see that. It sounds the same. But that's what you're going to... I'm going to try to get you to use ring and pinky, because it's just going to interact with more things. Interface, interact, whatever. It's just, you're going to be set up for the next step of whatever you do. Most likely. It could be, I will accept sometimes ring finger lays flat. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes it's okay. But this is... You got more separation with 2 fingers. More possibilities. All right, so sometimes I don't even know why I'm telling you to do something. Just do it what I said. But there are, anything I do, there's probably decades of experience and experimenting and gigs behind what I'm telling you. So, maybe you should just say, okay, teacher, and just do it. Maybe. Or I could be wrong. It's possible. I'm wrong every day about something. So then we bring in the middle finger. And if that's killing your hand, just take a break. Now, if you're really failing or not, maybe just look at what we got here. Of course, that's an E shape, which really sounds cool. That's awesome. See the E shape? Of course you do. Or how about So master that E shape using middle ring pinky. Move it around, experiment with it, and maybe go back to get the root. I'm just letting the two skinny strings be open. Some chords will sound great like that. And some will sound kind of weird. That's like the Sweater song by Weezer uses that chord. Or that B flat. It's kind of weird, but it can work. So, over time, if you hit this every day, you're going to get it. You're going to get it, but you will get it. And eventually, of course, you're just going to slam that index flat, and you'll have all 6 strings. And within that shape, you'll have your power chord, 2 power chords, the major chord, and then those 2 strings, these 3 strings, 2 strings, this harmony, different groups of 2 will give you all kinds of possibilities just within that chord shape. And that's yeah, that's a good point to be at, when you can play that and not, have it dead. Your index has got to be pretty straight. A lot of times I'll see people bending at this knuckle. No good. That's got to be straight here. So, yeah, right here. And if you're too far in, that's too far. If you're too far out, that's far out. Somewhere. And I like to see a little space here. See the open space here? Thumb, typically right on the back of the neck. But you'll also see me doing this, which drives people crazy. That's what old people do. We just let our thumb hang there because we're too lazy to hold our arm up. So we just like, wow. Just take the weight of my left arm, hang it off the hook there. That's handy. But, so it's just a partial bar. So, now, here's another little bar chord thing. That's a kind of an inverted bar chord. So that's why I kind of want people to know that you can jam out and make up cool stuff if you know that shape. So this is just barring across, trying to hit about 5 strings. But I gotta check this out. I gotta hit that 11th fret, but it can't hit any other strings. It's got the ring finger's got to get in there without clobbering out the 4th string. You can't mute out the 4th and 3rd strings. So that's, that flexibility thing that you got to work on every day, which is horrifying and difficult, especially, when you're young, your hands are more flexible, but they're pretty weak. When you're older, your hands are a little stronger, but your flexibility may have faded away, or you never developed it, and those ligaments and tendons and muscles, you know, they're good at grabbing food off the buffet, but or what, driving or whatever we do, brushing your teeth or something, flipping the remote, but they don't know that move. Or tools or whatever. Maybe you build things, I don't know, but you know, some of my students are mechanics and they work with their hands all day, and you know, they could probably crush my face with their hand, but they don't have this kind of weird little movement that we gotta, and their hands get tired and their muscles, they're sore and stiff, you know, so somehow we gotta work through that and get you guys loosened up. And it's like, you know, that's why we do scales. Number one, they sound glorious. Number two, they're fun. And number three, they help your hands and they help your ears. So, you know, it's like it's a multi beneficial activity. Plus, your guitar teacher will be happy. So this little bar. Whatever that is. I think you can see a little bit what I'm developing there, that it's kind of like covering the ninth fret, but not all 6 strings. I'm just really trying to get maybe 3 strings with the bar. You could just, and to really, you're like, hey man, I'm not having any luck, I would say, let's go back to our scale. E major pentatonic. That's pretty easy. I mean, it's just 12-9, 12-9, 11-9, 11-9, 11-9. Take it down to 7, low E, or 12. And you can hammer on different, hammer on pull-off. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you gotta do. You know, you gotta just put in your time, I guess. Basically, it's frustrating. Plus, you know, I have a hard time concentrating. I get very distracted, extremely. But one reason I like doing these videos is it gives me something to focus on hard, you know, and try to get some information out, because I do care. I want people to enjoy their guitar. I'm not getting rich off this channel, I'll tell you. It's probably eating up things I should be doing. In fact, I should be unloading my van right now because somebody wants to borrow it. But yeah, this does take away from songwriting, recording, practice, my own personal practice. I put in time, but I do concentrate when I make these videos, even though it might seem like I'm somewhere else. I am really trying. So I do appreciate you stopping by, and this is a way for me to practice and review also techniques that I like to play. I think this is cool stuff. I don't just, give you baby level stuff. This could be very cool, this pattern I'm showing you, and the bar chords. All of it's good. All of it's usable, and you can just do what you want with it. You can expand on it. I really expect my students to surpass my level, and they do teach me things. They do, people will correct me on my videos when I speak. When I say something that's not true, they will come in and tell me, they'll correct me, and I welcome that. So I'm here to learn too. All right, I guess I'll see if I can unload that van, and I'm going to have fun doing it. All right, enjoy your practice.